ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my SummerSlam 2024 predictions. It is hot as hell here in Cardiff, in Wales. I am dripping sweat, so I'm going to try and get through this as quick as physically possible. So let's go! Bayley vs Nia Jax. I think Bayley's going to retain. We might have a cash-in tease from... We might get a cash-in tease from Tiffany Stratton, but I think it's probably going to be a Bayley retention. I think they're going to keep that briefcase on her a little longer, and maybe she'll cash in it the next pay-per-view. Then we have Bron Breakker versus Sami Zayn. I think this is now Braun's time. I thought it was Braun's time in the last pay-per-view. I feel like if he loses to Sami Zayn on 2 straight pay-per-views, that's really bad for his momentum. It's going to completely derail him. He needs a win here. He needs a big win here, and I think it'd be. I think Sami Zayn's going to move on to the bloodline stuff. I think it's going to be Roman, Usos, and Sami versus the new bloodline. So I think he's already teasing that he's friends with Jay again and all this stuff. So I think Sami's dropping the title, moving over to the bloodline storyline, probably on SmackDown. Maybe, I'm not quite sure, but I think Braun's winning. Then we have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, probably the match, one of the matches I'm most excited for, honestly. This has been a really good build. I'm thinking Liv's going to retain here. I think we're going to have either Finn Balor get involved, because it's been teasing stuff with Finn Balor, like he taking the room key when the Judgment Day Den was destroyed. Only the Finn Balor stuff was not touched. There's like little things like that, so like the teasing the Finn Balor, like heel turn, or just changing sides, like Liv, basically almost like a Judgment Day Civil War, like Liv, Finn Balor, and JD McDonough versus Rhea, Dom, Priest, and then Carlito kind of in the middle, just between the two. So I think Liv's going to retain here, and I think if Rhea wins the title, the storyline's over, and I feel like this is such a good storyline, they want to keep it going. So I think we're going to have a Liv retention here. Then we have the World Heavyweight title match of Priest versus Gunther. I think it's Gunther's time, right? I think a loss here would really derail Gunther again. I feel like he needs a big win, and this is the one. I feel like he needs to be world champion. There is a case for him to lose this one and then win at Berlin, but I feel like that kind of, I don't know. It builds a Priest a bit more as a legit world champion, but I think Priest had a decent run with the title now. He's had a good couple of wins. I think it is now time for Gunther to start his reign of terror as the world heavyweight champion. So I'm going to go with Gunther. Then we have LA Knight, versus Logan Paul. Logan Paul has held that title for a while now. He's not really retained. He's not really like fought for the title match. He hasn't had many matches. I feel like we need to build up a legit mid-card title for SmackDown. I feel like LA Knight is like super over, and I feel like it's about time he gets his flowers. He's come close a couple of times, like he should have won Money in the Bank, could have won the WWE title off Roman and all this stuff. I think this is now time for him to have a big push with a title, and the US title will be perfect for him. I think LA Knight is US champion. I think that'll be fun, and I think Logan Paul's done all he really can with that title. They've been teasing he's got some kind of trick up his sleeve, but I think the LA Knight's gonna like overcome it. Then we have probably the biggest match of the night, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with Seth Rollins as the referee. This could go either way. This is a flip of a coin. I'm going to go with Drew winning this one, because it continues the storyline if the heel wins first, the first match, and then he can keep rubbing it in his face. I also think that the friendship bracelet's going to come into effect in some way. The way that Drew McIntyre keeps getting distracted by different things and losing matches, I think it's going to be like the opposite here. I think CM Punk's going to be so distracted by the friendship bracelet and trying to get the friendship bracelet off Drew McIntyre that it's going to cost him. I mean, he's going to like take the bracelet off him when he's unconscious or something, and then he's going to get Claymored or something like that. Or Seth's going to get involved in some way and end up screwing one of the guys over. It could go multiple ways, but if I was booking it, if I was fantasy booking, I would have that happen. So I'm going to say Drew wins. And then we have Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. I'm going to go Cody, obviously. I think it's got to be Cody, right? The odds are stacked against him. I feel like we're going to get a repeat of WrestleMania with the Avengers Assemble moment. You know, like, it's going to be Cody and Solo for a little bit in the ring, and then one of the new bloodline's going to come out, and then one of Cody's friends is going to come out, and so on and so on, back and forth, and then the last person to come out is going to be the big dog, the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns, and going to cost Solo the title, probably, or Cody will just win clean, and then Roman will show up at the end, and they'll be like a stare down, which also is a possibility. I think Cody's winning. I think he's retaining, and I think basically Solo's going to be moving on to this bloodline storyline with Roman Reigns after SummerSlam, and then they're going to have to build up someone new to compete against Cody. Probably Randy Orton. Have Randy Orton heel turn maybe at some point. What do you guys think, though? Let me know what your predictions are in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, too sweet. There it is, guys.
Potato Wrestling, hit the bell, join the thrash, smash that subscribe.